Hi everybody, Zari Ballard here. Today we're going to talk about married narcs. I've been getting a lot of requests to talk more about it, to add some more insight to it. So let's see what I can come up with. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Before we go anywhere, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already so you can get notifications, and hit that like button. So let's get right into it. We're going to talk about married narcs today. It seems to be weighing on the minds of the people that I've been talking with. What else can I tell you about these bastards? I'm going to reiterate what I've already been telling you. First of all, one of the things that I'm getting, of course, is if you're calling me, then you obviously know that this person is a narc. So you need to know right off the bat, they're unfixable. This is an unfixable situation. A narc cannot be fixed. Not with love, not with tenderness, not with being their best friend, not with any magic pill, not with therapy, nada. They can't be fixed. And in the beginning, I know when you meet them, you don't know that they're a narc. And they're very believable. I have some clients that have gone, one girl had gone 6 years without even knowing that her narc was married. And they were like professors in a college, and I don't know. But he had a whole nother life in another city, not that far away, married with children and friends and family and the whole thing. And then he had a single life down here with her. And it was crazy. And when she found out, it was just like, he just didn't know what she was making a big deal about it for. Well, he's separated, which is usually what they say. You know, I'm separated, we're getting a divorce. Some people even see divorce papers. I hear that a lot. You can fake divorce papers, and a narc will do that, okay, especially if they have attorney friends or who knows what they got going on, okay? They're liars. They are deceivers, okay? Now, if they're a narc with money, a married narc with money is the dream narc to the narcissist himself, okay? To have the resources to lead that double life. And see, the thing about a narc is that they don't have a conscience. They can basically do it stress-free. That is what we as normal people don't recognize as the deception. Because they don't feel that conscience, they can just be with you stress-free. And that indicates to a normal person that there must not be anything else going on there. Because if there were, there would be stress involved. Because a normal married guy who has an affair is going to be stressed out. They're going to be knowing that they're hurting somebody, and they're going to be, they're knowing that a decision has got to be made eventually. So that's going to cause a lot of stress and anxiety. And it's going to show. You're going to see that. There's going to be discussions. With the narc, there is. I mean, I knew, one woman called me, and her narc, every year she did vacations, and literally he would be flying her in after the family, and then spending a week with the family, and then just spending a week with her, back-to-back vacations. If they're business guys and they travel a lot, they can get away with doing that. The mistresses who call me, girlfriends and the guys, are always wondering, why isn't, what's the spouse all about? Why are they letting this person get away with this? Well, why are you letting this person get away with it? Okay, you can't judge the spouse, and it doesn't mean that it's it's okay for you to have an affair with this person because he's got this spouse that doesn't seem to give a shit. They always give a shit, but there could be family involved. They could have been married for years. They could be in part of a group, a clique, a club. They could have children together. Many things could be going on there. And how long can you go on believing the excuse that they're getting a divorce or they're separated? Anybody running into somebody, male or female, that is getting separated or getting divorced, you need some receipts for that. Okay, you need some receipts. But just because the narc tells you when you first meet him, he's honest with you about the fact that he has a wife, but they're getting divorced. Here's the big one. And, we live together, but we don't have sex and we don't sleep in the same bed. That's a lie. You have to know it's a lie. Okay? There's a reason why she's sticking around, and he's making it up to her somehow, some way. Don't buy that. Why would you buy that? Okay, that's just the oldest trick in the book. to explain away why you're still living with somebody for the children, but you're not sleeping together. And you sleep downstairs, she sleeps upstairs, you come and go, you have that into the house, she's got... Come on. People want to know, why would the narc get married? The narc is who he is. Why would he get married? Why would she get married? To a narc, you need to understand, it's no big deal. Okay, and this is also for you partners of the single narc. Okay, why would he just go out and get married? I spoke to somebody the other day who was in a full 3-year affair with a narc, and one weekend he got mad at her and went out and got married to somebody that she had suspected that he might be seeing, but wasn't sure. It's one of those things. He denied it, so what was she going to do? She believed it. He went out and got married. Now, why? Because he can do that. The narc doesn't have an attachment to anything. Every narc is a cheater, but not every cheater is a narc. And I know I've told you that many, many times. The guy or girl that's a cheater, but they're not a narc, that is an entirely different animal. There's something you're going to see a whole lot of, especially if you get into a full-on relationship. There's going to be guilt. There's going to be all kinds of things that you're going to see. Okay, it's not going to be this happy-go-lucky guy that just sure seems like he's fucking single. Hey, that's not normal. I mean, even the asshole who cheats doesn't act like that. They're still a little bit looking over the shoulder. No, not with the narc. They will even take you out in the same town where they live with their family. Okay, they have the balls to do that, and they get away with that. I don't know how they do it, but they get away with it. They're not afraid of that kind of thing. You can be with a narc, a married narc, for a long time, and there's really no reason. A lot of people who are involved with a married narc will turn their anger towards the spouse and be really obsessed with the spouse, want to know what they're doing, looking it up on Instagram and Facebook, trying to read her head. It doesn't matter what she's doing. It doesn't matter how she lives her life with the narc. That's really not your business. Your issues should be with him and why he is doing it. Especially if there are kids involved. How long do you want to waste your time in your life? A narc will waste your life away if you allow it. Why would you allow anybody to waste your life away? And they'll do it 1, 2, 3, 4 years, as long as you'll stay. They're not going anywhere. And they compartmentalize. So once you get it, once the narc meets you and puts it, targets you as the mistress or the person he or she is going to have an affair with while they're still married, you are in a compartment on day one, and that never changes, ever. From that day forward, it doesn't matter how much you love that person. It doesn't matter how great the sex is. It doesn't matter that you laugh and you have fun together. None of that matters. Okay? And it doesn't even matter if he sees you 3 times a week. Now that happens too. Sometimes you'll see, how can he see me 3 times a week? How can he talk to me on the phone at midnight? How can he be texting me all day long if he's spending time with his wife and family? If a narc has 5 minutes, he has 5 minutes to do that. They can make it appear that their marriage doesn't mean anything to either him or the partner. And they'll have an excuse for everything. And if you get angry and you threaten to end the relationship because they're not leaving the spouse, they'll say, okay, fine. And then you'll be hanging on, or they'll disappear and they'll come back. Or they'll find a way to keep you in it. Like, I find that most of the married narcs do have money, so they have ways to dangle a carrot and show you a lifestyle while making all kinds of promises. Many of my clients have exposed the married narc, to the spouse. And it's never meant anything. It's never done anything. It may have started some fights. It may have created silence, between the married narc and the mistress. Of course, who wants that? So after a while, the mistress gets trained not to do that kind of thing. Okay, not to anger the married narc, or else he'll just disappear. So the narc never changes. It's not a, fairy tale and they meet and fall in love, blah, 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 blah. It's not the way it works. You need to have a little more self-esteem and a little more motivation and be a little more demanding. And not just demanding of the time. If you unless you're okay, with being the mistress, and maybe you are. Is it really what you want? Do you want somebody who just plays all kinds of games, constantly plays games? Because that's what a narc does, plays games, will disappear, come back. Maybe text you at midnight, make you feel a little bit better as he runs out to take out the garbage, or as he goes into the bathroom, he shoots you a text. How easy is that? He's not putting any time or effort into it. So the bottom line is, and I just wanted to make this video quick because I want to reiterate, the married narc, don't be concerned about what is going on in their home life, or why he would say that he couldn't stand her, but then he went back to her, because he's a liar. That's why. Okay, he's going back to her, and he's not treating her any better than he's ever treated her before. He's not treating her any better than how he treated her when he started having an affair with you. And likely, you're not the last. You're not the first affair, and you're not going to be the last one either. If he has money, like I said, it makes it a lot easier. He can even have an apartment in another town and create. He has the mentality of no attachment, so he can live his life stress-free. Okay? Stress-free. He can just go about stress-free, and stress-free indicates, right or wrong, to a normal person, that there's nothing to be stressed about, which would mean either the marriage is over, they don't get along, or he's single. So don't be, question things. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. And if you need to, don't be one of those that's like, it's not like me to just go poke around. If you have doubts, start poking around. And you shouldn't be with anybody that you should have to poke around on. But it is what it is. If you need to poke around, because that's where you're going to find your answers. That's usually what, how you end up finding me when you go looking for help, whatever. So, married narcs are the ultimate deceptive antisocial personality. And there's nothing antisocial about the narcissistic personality. I don't even know where that came from. Antisocial. That's it couldn't be any farther from the truth. The married narc will show no stress. The married narc will string you along indefinitely, because even though you're single and you could go on and live your life and he should love you enough to let you go, he's not going to do that because he doesn't love you enough. He doesn't love you at all. He doesn't love you at all. He can actually take you or leave you. Famous words of my ex-narc. Okay. And he was speaking on behalf, I know now, he was speaking on behalf of all narcs everywhere. Okay? They can take you or leave you. So don't even get started. Run in the opposite direction. If you have doubts about any of it, I don't care if you see a divorce. If you see, who cares? What is that? You can fake that. Okay, you can fake that. You can file it, unfile it. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? He could be telling you one thing, going home, and then begging her not to get a divorce. It's crazy the way it all works. But you deserve better, no matter what. So, beware of the married narc. Use your gut instinct, your gut feeling. You have questions? Start digging around and get your answers. Then come to me and help you. I'll help you figure it all out. Anyway, this is Zari Ballard. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Make sure that you go to my website, thenarcissisticpersonality.com, where I have over 90 articles, my books, especially When Love is a Lie, and I do have a new book coming out, Vacancy in the Relationship Rabbit Hole, which is all about finding your self-esteem, getting past the breakup after it's all over, and beating the narcissist at the game of life each and every time. My books are on Barnes & Noble and on Amazon, and they will be on all of them are on Audible. New one will be as well. And I'm glad you came. Thanks for watching. I'm Zari Ballard, and I will see you next time. Bye.